70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Get Panther! Go!
And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go! Hop 70! Hop 70!
Richardson going to look to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's good for 27 and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he's in. Arian Smith, touchdown Colts. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irvin.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3 and out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This throw is taken in by Flowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Irving. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Irving. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Colts have come away with the football. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Come up here on 2nd down and 5.
18, 5 in. Here we go. Bronco 80. 18, Rattler. Warriors 70.
Richardson to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Come 19, Lions. Go.
From the gun, Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Perhaps it didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
first down. Here's Irving. Room to run at the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A big play to kick off this drive. 36 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big one.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Already.
Second down, 8 yards to go. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he will power his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Ravens. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Mustang 19, truck.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Left side, that is caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Ravens has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down. You have to be there to make up for it, and the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Has some room inside the 30. Whoa! And he will get into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Ravens. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. Panther in the 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's caught. It's Mitchell. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Give. This is Irvin. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Down, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. Give him 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. Irving will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Man in motion is Smith. Richardson to throw it here on first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Warriors 70.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
Seven Pirates. Jeanette. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense. But the window closed up so quickly, they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On second down, Richardson. And he gets that to Hardman. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Down. Cowboy 80.
Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick. Trap 50. Trap 60.
Now Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Second down throw for Richardson. He'll sling this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 6, Warriors 70.
Here's Richardson. That one is complete to Hardman. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
7 Pirates, 19 Tiger, 19, go.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, second and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Throwing is Richardson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. This one is good. He knocks it through. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A first down throw for Jackson. Out to his right. He's going to look for the home run ball. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Open man, that's Flowers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he just does get that one away. He's chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Again, it's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the Colts are going to get the football at their own 23.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
From the check.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Ready? 16 Vikings, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's Irvin. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Raven first down. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. That is called in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it himself, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. Now it is 1st and goal. Jackson. Now screen set up for Irvin. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
He pulls it in around the 5. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. He'll stop in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
12-19. Let's go now. 16, 19, Lions. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens are going to extend their lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Come on. Dragon 60. Go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson going up top. That's hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Richardson. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And third down coming up. Here's Richardson. He's going to look downfield once again. He's got it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. To gain of 43 yards.
Here we go. 18 cards.
Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 4-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Rattler. 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Let go.
Throwing, Richardson. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
3rd and goal.
Bronco 18. 2. Cup 19. Bronco 80. 60 Bearcat. 6.
Now Richardson. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete. And by Mitchell, the intended target. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Trap 60. Trap. Ready. Cowboy 19 Lion.
Richardson gonna look to throw. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indy.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Get across the 10. That is it. They'll be backed up to start this drive.
11-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Second down, they need 7. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
3rd and 6. Jackson now. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Irving now gets it to start the 4th.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Jackson looking to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
First down.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Right back to Irving. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped with no gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get that to Wilson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
It's 4th down.
The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. That one is good. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 on the carry.
It's a gain of 9.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he's got another one. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Ravens. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
The kick is good.
And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
This field in at about the 9. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
19 tight. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Richardson. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they smacked him down there. Big hit. He's right at the line. No gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, here's 2nd and 9. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw in this one here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain. You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 go.
To throw, it's Richardson. That one taken in by Mitchell. And they will finally run him down. And the Colts will use the first of their timeouts to get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
Ready?
38 yards.
Viking 18, Warriors 17.
Colts.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And we'll get whistles. And a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They put Wilson in motion.
Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 19 Lions. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So it's a win.